Hi everybody, welcome back to this series of Amibroker tutorials and videos. This one I just want to do a really quick tutorial on Amibroker formula language. In fact, this particular one is looking at comparing a signal today to a previous signal so that we can judge the difference between them and give ourselves, a buy or sell signal based on that. And this is the coolest thing ever to be able to do. But what we're going to do today is compare today's moving average to a moving average about 20 days ago. And what that will do is tell us if that moving average is moving upwards or if it's moving downwards. So let's just jump straight into it. We go to our analysis window and formula editor, and that brings up our blank canvas. Our canvas that we can lay our Amibroker formula language paintbrush over. Now with this, what we want to do is first let's set up our moving average. And to do that, it's just MA. We open the bracket because it turns blue, and we've been through this before, but really quickly, if it turns blue, it means that Amibroker recognizes it, which is great. We want it to be the closing price of the last 125 days. So nothing fancy there, and we'll even call it moving av. Now that's just very simple. We've set up our moving average. But what if we want to set up our moving average and refer to the signal, say 25 days ago? So let's go, we'll call this one moving average previous. How about that? And again, you can call it anything you want. These things are just arrays, so they're just objects. You can call them anything you like, and basically by putting that equals there, it means that every time it sees moving average or moving av, it will refer to this code that we've just done here. So very simple stuff. Now to do our previous signal, we want to refer to a previous signal. So we type in ref or ref. And as you can see, it turns blue, so that means that Amibroker recognizes it. We open our bracket, and then it tells us what we want, or what it's expecting from us. So the array that we want to refer to is that moving average that we've just set up there. So moving av, that's the array that we called it, or the name that we called it. And once we've done that, we do a little comma, and then the shift. So the shift is how far back we want to look at it. And what we'll do is we'll look at the previous signal 25 days ago. So in other words, we'll just close the bracket and give us a semicolon to close off that line there as well. So in other words, it'll be comparing today's moving average to the moving average 25 days ago. And what we can do is we can set up our buy and sell signals. And again, when it turns bold, as it has here, that means that Amibroker recognizes that as a command as well. So that's our buy and sell commands. So what we want is, let's say moving av, that's today's moving average. We want that if that's greater than moving av previous, which is that one there. And again, when it sees that, it's going to return this little piece of code, which is our moving average up here, but just 25 days ago. Now we'll close that off with a semicolon as well. And to sell, we can just do the opposite of that. We can do moving average, and we can do that less than the moving average previous. So that is the simplest piece of code. Let's just save that in our folder here. We can call it new moving average over old. And again, you can call that anything you like. It really doesn't matter. And put it in any folder that you like as well. We'll close that down, and we'll just do a little old automatic analysis there. Very simple stuff. What I'll do is I'll just select a top 200 on the Australian stock market. Obviously, that's the market that I trade personally. If you're in America, then use the S&P 500 share list. If you're in Europe, use the FTSE list. Whatever is your local bourse or your local index of shares, then probably it's a better idea to do that, obviously. So what did we call it? Moving average, new moving average over old moving average. And we'll do it over the last 13 years. So in this little section here, we'll do from 2000 to 2013. And what we do then is we just click, oh, actually one last thing we have to, and to do that we just edit, one last thing, we'll just quickly set up the position sizing, and I've got a different video on that, so I won't go into details. But what that will do is basically I've set it so that it takes a maximum of 20 trades, and it just allocates 5% of our portfolio to each of those trades. So so if there's only 10 signals, then it will only take 10. It won't be fully loaded, for example. But once we've got that, we can just click backtest. It takes about 2 seconds to do, which is just the best thing in the world. It's just fantastic. And to get our details, if we just click report, then it gives us the details of our trading system. So, and again, what we can do just for a little bit of fun is if we right click on our item and go show arrows for actual trades, that's on BHP. So that's the best part about this. And as you can see, where are we? So there's an exit signal there, and it seems to be quite a long term. So there's an entry signal there as well, and another exit, another entry signal there, entry, exit, back and forward, a nice, beautiful, clean, long entry signal there, and where will it end? So obviously we'll see that yellow line on the screen as well. We're looking for that. That will start turning down. And yeah, there's our exit signal, and it turns back up actually, and there's another entry signal. so that's that. If we just do a quick report, the idea behind that, and again, you can use any. This is not a recommendation in any way, shape, or form. You can use any settings that you like, and this one in particular, over 13 years, returns pretty decent, about 32% per annum. Has a pretty large drawdown during 2008, so you'd want to maybe add an index filter in there or something similar, or change the settings to suit yourself. But apart from that, it seems pretty sweet. And there's your long tail. That's what you want. Ideally, would have more up this end as well, but also the long tail as well. But hey, can't have everything. If we did have a lot more green on that side, then I probably wouldn't be showing you this trading system. To be honest, I'd be selling it to a bank. But apart from that, that's how you refer to a previous signal, and you can do it for anything. You could do it for a stochastic. You could do it for a moving average. You could do it for just simple price. So very, very good stuff, and get amongst it, use it for your own trading system, and I hope it helps in some small way. Thanks very much for listening, guys. Have a great week. Happy trading until we meet again. Bye for now.